2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
There below is Barclays Center and the borough of Brooklyn, where there's never a dull moment. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, James Harden is both famous and infamous with his skill at getting to the foul line. Some don't like it, but Harden says, free throws are a part of basketball. Either you're going to foul me, or I'm going to score. Putting the pressure on the defense like that is tough, but that's what makes a good player. Kevin, no lies told there.
Well, no doubt, David, he is one of the best. Thank you. Chris, tonight, two offenses that love to slow it down and then set it up. What was your favorite half-court play, for instance?
Oh, wow. Well, for me, it's a play called turn 4 or 5. And depending on if I was the 4 or the 5, that means that you have a guard come out. He spins out. He comes out on the wing, and he throws it into you. And then it's your job to go to work or to find a double team. So it's almost like being that point forward off the box. So any play that was called for myself in the half court, you know, my favorite play.
Right. I can see the play in my mind right now as you're describing it, actually. Here we go. A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. Tucker and Capella are up front. And it's Westbrook in at the point. And for Brooklyn, Durant is out there with Wilson Chandler. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Irving. And it's Harris in at the two-guard spot. Now here is Harris. Over in the corner, Chandler. Clock is at 3. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Yeah, it's all about establishing a rhythm. I mean, you start to see it fall, you begin to believe.
Here is Harden. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Chandler goes in. Gordon with the defensive effort. Here's Westbrook. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by KD. Irving looking over the floor. Pass to Harris. Here's Jordan. Capella covering. And it's good for 2.
And the shooting percentage Jordan records from here is insane. If you get him the ball in a good spot, he usually finishes.
Now here's Westbrook. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
A free throw off from Westbrook. The Nets have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Outside Irving. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And the Rockets with possession here. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And here's Westbrook. Lets it go with the 3. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Now here is Irving. Outside Jordan. The pass to Harris. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. From the top of the key, again the Rockets score. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Irving finds Harris. Back to Irving. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists in the game.
One of the best point guards in the league, getting inside and finishing. Kyrie Irving.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 7. Shoots from the elbow. He can't get that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Harris drives in. It's stolen by Capella. Now here is Harden. Pass to Tucker. Puts it up from 15, and the shot goes down.
Makes a big difference when Tucker is hitting the mid-range J. I mean, it keeps the D off balance.
Outside Irving. Harden against Harris. Down low. And it's Jordan. That time on the assist from Harris. Harris has got his 4th assist in this one. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Rockets.
And he might not be a household name just yet, but Joe Harris is one of the game's true dead-eye marksmen. He's the most underrated shooter in the league.
Now here's Durant. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stuff.
The ability of Harden to shift gears, exceptional. He can turn on the Jets off the bounce.
Maybe not the most famous beard in the league, but Joe Harris's beard last year, Greg, drawing some notice in the NBA.
The lumberjack look belying his feathery touch. Good size and strength, enabling him to play the small forward position when needed. I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Now here is Harris. Passes it to Irving. Takes a 3. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Irving's got 5 now.
Look, Kevin, another area where Irving is lethal. I mean, sweet release on his 3-ball.
Capella against Harris. Capella, the pass to Harden. Gordon dishes to Harden. And stolen by Irving. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. Lobs it up for Jordan. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
About the vertical of Jordan. Easily rising up for the timely alley-oop slam.
Westbrook kicks to Gordon. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Chandler with the steal. Here's Durant, and finished off by KD.
You want no part of that when Durant gets speed going at the rim. Stepping in the way is a fast track to ending up on a poster.
Here's Westbrook, and he banks in the layup. He's got 9.
Oh, he's got a roll in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
The Nets with the lead. Here's Irving. He's got 5. And here's Harris from the arc. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Harden with it. Picked up by Harris. The shot's good. 6 points for James Harden.
Well, Harden's strength is part of what makes him special. Able to score through all kinds of contact.
Irving finds Durant to the inside. Chandler, and the dunk by Chandler.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Yeah, and this is what you love to see. Both teams going at it, working to get to their spots and cashing in.
And it's Gordon missing. The Nets have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first one. The shot by KD. No good.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
Gordon, the pass to Westbrook. Shoots over KD. And it's Houston with another.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, Greg, it's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Well, I love P.J. Tucker. He's a player that doesn't do a whole lot in the box score, but he passes the eye test. He plays defense, he's tough, he rebounds, and you know he'll hit that corner 3.
And a new group in for the Nets. Jared Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Torian Prince comes in for Wilson Chandler. Karis LeVert's checked in for Harris. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. The Rockets also changing it up. Daniel House is checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. And Tucker, Chris, the type of player who will do all the small things for a team.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be anything more than he is with the stars on his team, and he knows that. Tucker's a great glue guy. He sets screens, guards anyone, rebounds, hits his shots.
Pass to Dinwiddie. The Rockets pull it in.
That's a shot they're always happy to give, even when he blows the finish.
Rivers kicks to Harden. Capella with the bucket.
It comes as no surprise that Capella makes that kind of tough finish. He's got a lot of strength and a lot of determination.
Dinwiddie with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The shot by KD. No good. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
He has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Stolen by Rivers. Oh, and here comes Rivers all alone. And then Rivers with the dunk.
And running the break is about being opportunistic. Right there, Rivers doing just this and being rewarded for it.
Dinwiddie finds KD. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And it's 7 points for KD.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here is House. With a step back, and it falls over the rim and in. 8 points for James Harden.
The form, the extension, the release. You gotta love watching Harden's jump shot.
Rivers against Dinwiddie. The pass to LeVert. Shot from the wing. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Houston in the lead. Rivers kicks to Harden. Harden draws the double. Outside Gordon. Launches a three, and it's KD with the rebound.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
Allen passes to Dinwiddie, and Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Caruth is checked in for the Nets. Green is checked in for the Rockets. .132 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Caruth. Just 4 to shoot. Deflects the pass from deep three-point range. Green with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Now here's Green. Now the feed to Capella. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, to me, Clint Capella is a classic center. I mean, I love his hands. Great footwork. I mean, he takes what is given to him. He plays inside, protects the rim. And if you throw it up, he'll finish it with authority.
He's off on the first. And with Capella, that finishing and rebounding are key to his game.
Yeah, and he's only going to keep getting better, Kevin, which is a scary prospect for every other center in the NBA.
That one is no good.
And a boom it was for the Rockets to be able to keep Clint Capella. A great fit with the team and gives them exactly what they need on the interior.
Now here's LeVert. To the middle, here's Prince, and he slams it one-handed.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. It's Harden with the drive, and there it is for him. Harden's got 12 points in the game.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Pass to LeVert. Dinwiddie against Rivers. Puts it up from 12. That's good on the jump shot. Dinwiddie's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
Great work to find the space to get off the open jumper. He's going to work hard for those.
Harden inside the three-point line. Tie game in Brooklyn. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And this team has shown their toughness and determination, and Kyrie Irving talks about what he sees in his teammates.
What's going to separate us is how close we are, and when we're in the trenches together, I'm looking to my left and to my right and knowing that these guys have my back.
They certainly do.
This team has assembled some hard-nosed, unselfish players. No better group for Irving to surround himself with.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Well, I love the ball movement so far, GA. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
Dinwiddie runs the point with LeVert flanking him. Taurean Prince is out there with Jared Allen. And it's Caruge in at the three. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here is Harden. Jared Allen making his last shot. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That's his first foul. Now Rivers. He dishes it to Harden. Outside, Green. Back to Harden. Here's Capella, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
There weren't any Swiss players in the NBA until just a few years ago, but now Capella, one of several guys from Switzerland, making an impact in this league.
Houston shooting their fourth and fifth shots at the foul line in the game.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And he makes the first. And we've seen stars, Chris, get suspended in the playoffs for having 7 technical fouls. Should we modify that rule at all, do you think?
I think it can be tweaked if everyone agrees on it. But for me personally, I don't think that we've had enough superstar players get suspended with that rule to say let's change the number. We definitely want superstar players to play in the playoffs, to play for their fans. But we also want to keep the integrity of the game. And if technicals means I get to yell at the referee more, well, then maybe I just have to have more discipline on my end and say, wait a minute, I can't do this because it's going to hurt the team. So I'm not sure about that yet.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. LeVert against Harden. Shot clock at 6. Here's Karuch.
An imposing defender thanks to his timing, his height, his reach. I mean, Capella is awesome at throwing shooters off their game.
Here's Rivers. The Rockets with another miss.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable.
They get the rebound. Houston leading by 3. Harden finds Capella. There's the double team with Allen. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here is Houston. Capella dishes to House. Green taking his time here. And it's sent back by Allen. They retain possession. And that one, good.
A workhorse on the glass. Capella ready to pounce on misses as soon as the shot goes up.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Back to Dinwiddie. Feeds to Prince. Allen trying to break free. Prince misses.
He's got to do a better job making the D pay for their mistakes.
Wasted no time on that one. Rivers has got the lead up to 8 now for Houston.
Oh, it's big when Rivers connects from outside. Really helps space the entire floor for a squad.
Allen kicks to Dinwiddie. And Capella over to help. Here's Karuch. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. To stop the run, Allen's shot is off. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Knocked away. Dinwiddie with the steal. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And the rejection by Harden. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That's foul number 2 for him. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Allen. Chandler comes in for Taurean Prince. Harris is checked in for Karis LeVert. And Irving subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And then for Houston, P.J. Tucker comes in for Clint Capella. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for James Harden. Now here's Green. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Westbrook against Harris. He kicks it to Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Rivers, and finished off by Rivers.
Love the attitude of Rook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to for his teammates.
Now here's Jordan. 6 points for him. Irving's shot is good.
Offense, I tell you, he loves playing in this system.
And here's Green. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Kicks it to Rivers. 6 to shoot. To the paint. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist from Tucker. 13 points for Russell Westbrook.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Now here is Harris. They double him with Rivers. Here's Karuch. No good on the 3.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And it's blocked by Jordan.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. The shot's good from Westbrook.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Nets trail by 9. Kurucs was the 40th pick and wasn't expected to contribute, Greg, in year 1, but his strong play as a rookie has helped rescue a Nets team that was teetering on the brink with the loss of Karis LeVert.
You know, they had guys who could shoot and they had guys who could defend, but no one who could do both. Kurucs can hit open threes, and with that 7'2" wingspan, a factor defensively. That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
The putback. It's rebounded by Houston. They've led by as much as 10. It's House outside. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far. Pass to Irving. Back to Kurucs. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Westbrook's got his 4th rebound in this one. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Harris outside. Back to Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And that's what Jordan does best, an extremely lethal dunker.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. Well, last season for sure, Greg, a bit of a journey for DeAndre Jordan as he went from the Mavericks to the Knicks before his free agency. Now he is a part of Brooklyn.
And both KD and Kyrie took pay cuts to get Jordan on board. Still a factor with his size and defense despite a lackluster year in 2019. Nets are hoping he can find his magic and be a force once again.
The Nets making a switch here. Durant's checked in. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Gordon's checked in. Houston leading by 7. Westbrook double team. Here's Rivers, and Chandler sends it back. Harris outside. And there's the pass to Jordan. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And after spending his first NBA decade with the Clippers, DeAndre Jordan bounced around last season, remains a supreme athlete and rebounder, though, at that center position.
Shooting 2. That free throw, no good. And a nightly double-double threat is DeAndre Jordan, but some dissatisfaction with his play last season. Greg, why was that?
Well, I felt like his impact has tailed off just a bit from his peak with the Clippers. Sometimes the great athletes have more of an adjustment as they enter their 30s.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
And this spot has always been Jordan's biggest drawback. He's never been able to make his free throws at even a modest rate, and teams are never afraid to put him on the line.
Well, he hasn't been able to do much damage outside the three-point line. Just 1 triple for him in the game, and that was back in the first quarter.
Double team on Westbrook. Houston moving the ball around. House the pass to Gordon. Rivers against Harris. 6 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Irving.
Nice defense by Irving. He averages less than a half a block a game, but gets all of that.
Chandler down low. He's covered by Westbrook. Count it, and the Houston lead's been cut down to 5 on the bucket from Chandler.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And yes, it's good. And that's 19 points for Russell Westbrook.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Here is Durant following the basket by Russell Westbrook. And the shot goes in. And it's 9 points for KD.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Gordon with no one around. Off target with his 3. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Westbrook with the block. But they get it back. Second shot opportunity. Here's Chandler. No good there. And Houston the other way now. It's Westbrook with the drive. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Timeout called the Nets. Some players are what we call quiet scorers, Chris. They put up a lot of points, but you don't realize until the end of the game just how effective and what kind of points they've put up.
Oh, yeah, especially when you look at two-way players like Paul George or Kawhi Leonard. Or how about a Bradley Beal out there in Washington? You look up at the scoreboard and be like, wait, how did he get 30? And don't forget about the running mate with Damian Lillard up there in Portland. McCollum, he's a bad man as well.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. Here's Jordan. Good work defensively by Capella. Rockets leading by 7. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. Dinwiddie's checked in for Wilson Chandler. Double team on Westbrook. Outside Gordon. Fires for 3. The shot missing. The Nets go the other way with it. Harris looking it over. Irving finds KD. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Are you kidding me with that pass? Okay, Kyrie. That one made my day.
Westbrook double team. Rivers against Dinwiddie. Puts it up from 12. They grab their own miss, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Rockets have hit just 2 free throws in 5 attempts today. That's good from Capella.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Jared Allen's checked in for Brooklyn. And a change for the Rockets. James Harden, he's checked in for Rivers. All free throws good from Capella.
Kevin, it was an up-and-down season for the Rockets last year. I mean, they started out very slow, and then because of injury, but it took them a while to get into the playoff picture. But how about this? They won their division, but only nabbed the 4th seed in the playoffs.
That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Dinwiddie. Westbrook double team. Dinwiddie against Harden. Pass to Capella. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. That's 10 points for Clint Capella. And Chris, last year being the 4th seed in the postseason was trouble for the Rockets.
Yeah, it was, especially, Kevin, when you have to face the Warriors in the second round. They got bounced out in Game 6 despite the Warriors losing Durant. The slow start in the regular season, I think, played a big factor.
The Nets making a switch here. Prince is checked in. Westbrook double team. Capella against Allen. Capella, the pass to Tucker. The shot from the low post is good. And it's a 9-point Houston lead.
Even though he lacks some size, Tucker's strength makes up for it. He competes inside.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here's Harden. 12 points for him. And it's Gordon penetrating. And it's sent back by Allen. Here's Prince. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The 3 from Harden. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
I mean, you have to really admire the skill set that Harden has. I mean, in just handling the ball, he's decimating the D with his number of moves.
Gordon against KD. Stolen by Gordon. 1 second left. No good on the last second attempt there. Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for Houston. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Kevin, how'd you get in that groove offensively in the first half?
Well, I'm just playing off my teammates. They're doing a great job of penetrating and kicking, and I'm not trying to force anything. I'm playing my game within the offense, and shots are starting to fall for me.
Looks good out there so far. Thanks, Kevin. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. It was all Russell Westbrook in the first quarter. He had 21 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 block. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
The speed they're playing with has been fantastic. They're pushing the ball in transition and catching the defense. That's snapping, Ernie. Anyway, a huge chunk of their offense has come on the break. They've got a nice lead, but they shouldn't slow anything down. I say keep doing what you do.
Kenny, how'd you think the Nets were playing?
I look at the lack of free throw attempts as a key indicator. Because the funny thing about getting to the charity stripe, you have to earn it. You have to put your body in harm's way and be physically willing to take the hit. Right now, one team's playing aggressively and the other team isn't. That's the big difference in the score.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And it's Harden with the ball for the Houston Rockets. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Houston, the forwards are Gordon and Tucker. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. Passes it to Irving. Good. And Harris gets the assist. And that's 12 points for Kyrie Irving.
That's the bulldog in Irving. Getting inside, challenging the D, and coming away with the bucket.
Capella, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
And for James Harden, he loves to be put on an island and go one-on-one against a defender.
Well, yeah, last season, Harden had as many ISOs called for him as some teams ran it. And that's all because of his coach. His coach calls the games that way. It's his bread and butter. And there isn't much you can do to stop him with one defender.
One shot.
That's good from Capella. Chris, we talk about perimeter scoring becoming more prevalent. The biggest shift coming from bigs shooting more threes.
Yeah, they are now counted upon to space the floor. And the better you can shoot, the better you can space the floor. And then more importantly, if you can knock down that three, you become a triple threat because now you can shoot there, maybe you can dribble and get by, or because of your height, you see different passing lanes and you can be a better passer, getting your teammates involved. They like that spacing as well. Who knows what this score would look like if he wasn't on his game tonight.
Westbrook double team. Gordon for 3. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Outside Irving. Now here's Durant. He's got 13. Can't connect from short range. Outside Gordon. The 3-ball. Rebound Brooklyn. Durant's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He'll be happy with there in front, but he knows better than anyone else that still without a bucket, and he won't be happy with that.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
And Capella sends it back.
And you can't throw up weak stuff around Capella. He takes pride in sending shots back.
Gordon dishes to Harden. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. Off the inbound, Harden trying to get open.
And he's just so mobile for his size. That's a big part of the value Jordan has at the defensive end. When he's on you, he's too hard to shake, and he had an impact on that shot for sure.
Rockets have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
One shot.
That's good from Capella. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Timeout called the Nets.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Inside, it's tipped. Can they get it? And it's laid in by KD. KD's got 15 points.
His shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they've struggled as a whole.
Lob pass to Capella. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And sometimes all you got to do is lob it Capella's way. Often he takes care of the rest.
Durant deciding where to go with it. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Shot clock at 6. Chandler finds Jordan. Irving against Gordon. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And look, Irving is a superb passer. He's skilled at slicing passes over to his teammates in the pick and roll.
Durant against Westbrook. Chalk up 2 there. Westbrook's got 27 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Irving with it. 12 points for him. To the inside, Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Here's Westbrook. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Oh, he's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving them the fits out there.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip. So for the Nets, Jared Allen comes in for Jordan. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Wilson Chandler. Daniel House has checked in for Houston.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw no good for Westbrook. Nets trail by 16. To the paint. Here's KD. And finished off by KD.
I mean, stretched, arm strong. Durant doesn't even need to jump, it seems, to throw it down. His athleticism, his height, his length is just unreal.
Now, here's Westbrook. He has 29. He kicks it to House. Misses the 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Harden the pass to Gordon. Here is House. Allen with the rebound.
A really tough night for him offensively. I mean, I wonder what the score would be if he wasn't so cold from the field.
The lead now cut to single digits. 19 points for KD.
You need to put a body on Durant. He's great at carving out position on the glass.
From deep, Harden. But they'll get another chance. For 3. The offensive rebound. Beyond the arc. That one, no good.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Houston leading by 7. Pulls it up. Jump shot is good that time. Harden's got 6 here in this quarter.
He's a point guard. I mean, the point guard's command in the pick and roll. Harden, he always reads it perfectly.
16 feet away, and there's KD. That's good on the assist by Allen.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
And he's gotten to his spots and capitalized. He just needs a little more help from his teammates.
Now here's Gordon. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Hits the jump hook.
Oh, look at those handles. Terrific from the shifty 2-guard. Gordon zipping right through the D.
Chris, as we know, the season began a year ago for Eric Gordon with some poor shooting numbers. Then, halfway through, he blossomed.
Yeah, Kevin, and as you know, he kept focusing all year. He just kept shooting it. and he got better and better and better. His confidence wasn't shaken by it. He still took a ton of threes, and then down the stretch, they started dropping. And you know what he did when that started happening? Drive into the hole because the defense had to respect his shot.
Here's LeVert. James Harden picking up that last basket, and Irving launches it from deep. Drills it from outside. Irving's got 10 points here in the second half.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Greg, the way he's firing from three today, they ought to keep riding.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. And once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Now here's Durant. He's got 21. Stolen by Harden. Oh, here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. And that one is good. Gordon's got 4 points this quarter.
He's terrific at finding an open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Hard.
Count that one.
He's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for Houston. At one point, they led by 16. Lob pass to Capella. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, wow, I just love the commitment by Capella. Rolling to the rim hard, even just after setting that perfect screen.
Nets trail by 12. Irving double team. Allen kicks to Irving. LeVert with a wide open look. From outside, off the mark.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And the basket by Harden.
A ferocious player on the offensive end. Harden is fantastic at staying aggressive, actively looking for a shot.
Now here's Durant. He's got 23. Irving against Westbrook. And slam dunk by Allen.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here is House. Houston moving the ball around. And it's Capella missing. Brooklyn's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Durant.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
That one drops for him. 33 points for Russell Westbrook.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
Timeout called the Nets.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Brooklyn making some changes. Prince is checked in for Harris. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. The Rockets also changing it up. P.J. Tucker comes in for Danuel House. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's Prince. They double him with Rivers. There's the feed to KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
On the loose, Durant's been spectacular tonight, showing off the full arsenal.
Lob pass to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Dinwiddie kicks to Allen. And Capella over to help. LeVert against Harden. The tray. And it's Kevin Durant with the 3. KD's got 17 points here in the second half. Rivers against Dinwiddie. A step-back shot here. Rivers can't get it to go. Nets trail by 9. Dinwiddie outside. And Capella over to help. Allen outside. Prince wide open. And the 3 off target. And for the Rockets, they're shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Jared Allen. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
You know, there's one award that Harden has won. I think we can pretty much say for sure he'll never win again. And that's 6th Man of the Year. It's hard to believe there was ever a time this man wasn't a starter.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. So he gets them both.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
Dinwiddie dishes to Prince. From deep. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 6 assists now in the game. Now Rivers. He's got 7. And they double up Gordon. Back to Rivers. He's looking for Tucker and finds him, and he makes that one. Tucker's got 6.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
Jordan can't get it to go.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Count the basket. And now it's a 12-point Houston lead.
Oh, the bearded one cannot be intimidated. No matter how much contact Harden takes, he'll still find a way to finish.
Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for the Houston Rockets. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Dinwiddie runs the point with LeVert flanking him. And it's Caruge in at the small forward. So that's the Nets 5. Picked him clean. Good work defensively by Capella.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
These buckets help Rivers get going. The defense can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. So it's Brooklyn now. There's Dinwiddie. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. 6 points for Spencer Dinwiddie.
And every year, Capella seems to up his scoring. Looking hungry, wants to shoulder more of the offensive load.
Prince misses.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Rivers, and Jordan sends it back, and he's able to get it back. Pass to Capella. And here's Harden. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over LeVert. And too long on the shot.
Oh, I thought that one was going to go down. Mid-range jumpers. Oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
The pass to Jordan. Pass to Karuch. There's the triple. Here's Jordan. A beautiful reverse layup.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Rivers with it. Defended by Dinwiddie. Harden's shot is off.
And he didn't punt for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Karuch. Jordan finds Prince. Over Gordon. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Stolen by LeVert. Lays it up and banks it in.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
And some nice passing there by Houston. And here's Harden for 3. Drains the three-pointer. Harden's got 32 points in the game.
Well, it's a beautiful shot right there from Harden. He has the touch and quick release needed to torch defenses from outside.
LeVert the pass to Dinwiddie. Stolen by Rivers. Down low. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Eric Gordon. 34 points for James Harden. Dinwiddie outside. Stolen by Rivers. Passes it to Harden. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Capella, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Capella's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And it's clear why Capella shoots at such a high percentage. I mean, because he picks good shots to take inside.
Pass to LeVert. Here's the teardrop. Rockets with the rebound. Tucker's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
I don't know if it's been the main factor, but his off night has definitely been one factor here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Wilson Chandler's checked in for the Nets. Kyrie Irving comes in for Karis LeVert. Harden hits them both.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
From deep, Prince. It's rebounded by Houston.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Nets trail by 19. Nobody near Irving. They get it back. Jordan out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. Joe Harris is checked in for Taurean Prince. Russell Westbrook in for Houston.
Get open, get open!
On the wing, Harris. Defended by Gordon. Clock at 6. Here's Dinwiddie. Gets down the step-back J. Dinwiddie's got 4 points in the quarter.
Even a blind squirrel finds an acorn once in a while, right? I did not think that was going in.
Harden, that's good.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
Over to the left wing. Here's Jordan. And he jams it right over Clint Capella. Wow.
And he doesn't always feel the need to get fancy on those dunks, but when Jordan does, he makes it something special, just like that one.
And the 6'6" point guard, Spencer Dinwiddie, second-round pick of the Detroit Pistons in 2014. You know, Greg, they might have wished they held on to him.
One of the most improved players in our league. Last season, he signed that 4-year, $48 million extension from the Nets, rewarding his growth. And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
First free throw is good. Good on both. Nets trail by 19. Now the pass to Harris. Back to Irving. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Westbrook's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Right here.
And it's sent back by Allen. And here is Durant to the middle. Here's Harris. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Houston leading by 17. Westbrook finds Capella. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 5 assists in the game. Irving against Westbrook. Allen outside. Back to Irving. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Capella.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Harden has a wide open look. The shot, no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. To the inside. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That one's on Eric Gordon.
Mr. Everything. Durant can score it, pass it, do what you want to do. He can defend at a high level. So fun watching him play.
That free throw good from Allen. Here's Westbrook. And it's sent back by KD.
Durant covers a ton of ground with his length, using his wingspan to wipe away shots.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Offensive rebound, Capella, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating, because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Westbrook against KD. Good work defensively by KD.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Oh, textbook defense. I mean, it took a good angle to the shooter and bothered the release.
Irving against Westbrook. Allen kicks to Irving. Chandler trying to free himself up. 6 to shoot. Allen passes to Harris. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Harris has got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, that's some skill on that assist. I mean, the timing has to be perfect on a lead pass.
Here's Harden. That shot, no good. Excellent D there from Allen. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. Nets passing it around, and slam dunk by Harris.
Boy, like to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? And here's Harden for 3. Here's Capella. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Really starting to attack on the interior here, showing a much more physical presence here in the second half.
Well, a lot of rough times for Irving in his final year with the Celtics. Opted out, and obviously Greg wanted a change.
And quickly zeroed in on Brooklyn as a destination. His time in Boston had clearly come to an end by the finale of last season. Now joins up with a new stacked team in Brooklyn.
One shot.
And that one misses. Nets trail by 16. Harris with it. And it's Harden picking him up. He gets that one.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Houston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Outside Gordon. And they double up Gordon. Pass to Capella. And that one drops for him. Capella's got 12 now in this quarter.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Harris outside. Back to Irving. The 11-footer, good as the jump shot falls. Irving's got 22 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Allen. Durant in the corner. Chandler kicks to Irving. Drops in the tray. He's got 25.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup. And the Rockets lead by 13.
And that lob came from a mile away, and it was right on the money.
Talk about a long-distance connection. Here's Durant. And that one drops. KD's got 32 points in the game.
As lanky as he is, you would think it'd be easy to throw Durant around or off balance, but nope. Even with contact, he'll still finish.
Harden surveying the D, and Houston again with the bucket. For the Nets, this one not looking good. 1:24 left in the 4th quarter of this one. To the paint, here's Allen, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Oh, look, good offense, unselfish play, pinpoint pass. That's Kevin Durant. He can do it all.
.119 left in the game. Harden against Harris. And stolen by Harris. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on James Harden. First free throw is good, and that brings them within single digits. And Harris drops them both. 1:06 left here in the fourth quarter. Harden against Harris. Now here's Harden. He's guarded closely. Excellent D there from Allen. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
Look at how assured Irving is. When the game is on the line, he demands the rock.
And he commits the intentional foul. Now the Rockets with it. 6-point lead. And they go to the intentional foul.
Take a break. Good shot.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Timeout called the Nets. They're trailing by 8. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Clint Capella.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this, and on the road no less. .40 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Irving for 3. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Shots.
And no good as the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that narrows the gap to 7.
They're looking to get the most out of every possession. Frustrated to miss even one free throw right now.
It's Harden with the drive, rebounded by the Nets. Guys, a comeback probably not in the cards at this point.
Yeah, I think you can put a fork in it.
Irving from long range. Russell Westbrook with the rebound.
Well, another tin cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
Now, here is Harden. So we see the Rockets get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Russell. Congrats on the win. How are you guys able to stay in front down the stretch?
Just try to be aggressive. And we did a good job in all game of staying aggressive. Our defense was key towards the end, and we did a good job of closing the game out.
Great effort at both ends, Russell. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.